Hello, what's up, YouTube Collective? Welcome back to the Lulu Light Legacy. It's been a hot minute that I haven't put a video out there on my YouTube channel. I have been posting a lot on my Patreon and as well on Threads, but I wanted to make a special video for YouTube because I just haven't sat down and talked to you guys in a hot minute. So this video is going to be basically for the energies of September, and I wanted to tap into the energies because we have been feeling these Virgo energies, but we're going to be feeling eclipse energy. So there's an eclipse at the beginning of the month, and then there's lunar eclipse at the end of the month. So we're going to be feeling that eclipse energy. So I want to do a reading for the collective to see what the month of September has in store for us. So let's just get into it. Let's just dive into it. I'm going to start, first off, I'm going to start by pulling a rune for us for the collective energy to see what the energy is trying to communicate to us through the runes. Runes are symbols that allow you to interpret the energy. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have some runes here. So this is what we're going to use. These adventuring runes that I have. Let's see what is the energy for the month of September for the collective. Okay, one fell out. So we have this little rune, which if I turn it like this, looks like a top of a jug to me, or like a table. Yeah, but it's this way. So this rune, what is it trying to communicate? It feels like something about foundation, because I said that I saw a table when we turned it to the side. It's also like we don't know what is it, so it's giving me like that unknown energy, that kind of like you don't know what to expect, like a secret, kind of like I could turn into anything at will, like I could shapeshift to different energies. Like, don't underestimate me because you don't know. It's like a hidden underneath current in a sense that I'm getting with this rune, like a mystery. So the month of September very much could feel like a mystery, especially because of all the eclipse energy that we're feeling. So what else do I see? Definitely hidden things. Definitely the occult and hidden things come up with this rune because it's just like a gap in the middle, like you like peeking through a door, you never know what's there, peeking through the veil. You know, those that believe there's a veil. I much myself believe that both spirit and earthly realms collide and there is no veil. It's just up to us to disindoctrinate ourselves from believing that there's a veil and that they're split when they're very much together. But that's a whole other video for another day. Yeah, these are occult abilities, so our gifts are being supercharged right now with this energy, with this month of September. It also feels like pouring into something, so kind of like your abilities coming online or some form of initiation for some of us. I know I've been feeling initiation energy for quite a while now. I think this is like the third month that initiation just keeps like being brought up to my awareness. So a lot of us are going through initiation, but even that, Mother Earth is going through her own initiation in a sense. When I say initiation, I'm thinking of like the rituals that you go through to like purify yourself, to come into balance within yourself, to understand like there's certain rituals that our ancestors used to do. Which one of them that is coming to mind is where they bury themselves and they only have a little straw on their mouth to be able to breathe air. But in that darkness, in that kind of space of what resembles death, is where they are able to hear spirit and understand spirit in a more clear, in a more connected way. It's their death in a sense, their death to the ego. Which, when I say ego, I don't want you guys to think like what people usually say, like Leo and their big ass ego. No, there's nothing wrong with our egos. Remember, our egos have developed to help us in those times of need. But there is this sense of let going of beliefs or mindsets or habits that you used to have and that no longer resonate with the vibration that you are now in. Because this is knowledge as well. Knowledge of our own destiny. So a lot of us are coming into our purpose for the September. A lot of us are understanding what is our purpose, what is our role in the collective. So a lot of us are understanding our spiritual role in the collective, as well as very much our physical role in the collective. But this feels like grand in a sense. Like, how does your energy affect everyone else? Like, how is what you're doing and who you're being and who you're embodying and the frequency that you're embodying, how is that affecting us overall? Because this comes into play with your destiny. It comes into play into knowing your purpose, right? What else do I see with this here? Aside from knowledge of your own destiny, there is knowledge of the future. There is foresight being given to us. And remember, past, present, and future is all in the same. It's all in the same. But if we still perceive time as, not together, if we perceive time as linear, a lot of the information that is being given to us is information that is going to feel like it's future information. Like what you're going to be doing in 5 years from now, or like what you're starting now, what you're being given now, the knowledge and the wisdom that you're being given now, and the insight that you're being given now, it's gonna project you towards the future. It's gonna project you, or it's giving you like a glimpse, an insight, foresight into what your future might look like. It's also giving me the sense that though some things might be written in stone, ultimately we are able to determine our path and determine our future. It's up to us. It's up to us. Yeah. And this rune, which this is the way it goes, and this rune is called Perthro. And I may be watching that, but it's Perthro, I believe. Perthro. Yes. Perthro. Perthro. So a lot just off that rune already. Just off one little rune, we have some insight already. So I'm gonna go with my spirit deck. This is the Sacred Spirit reading cards, and just to see off the bat what spirit wants to communicate for the month of September for the collective. So grand change with not only within, I haven't pulled a card, it's just what's coming up, not only within ourselves, but the trajectory of the human timeline is what's being brought to my awareness. The trajectory of the human timeline is in a new initiation phase. And I hate when my cards are not facing all the same direction. So let me fix that first. Alright, let's see. Let's see what spirit wants to communicate for the month of September for the collective. So there you go. So the first card we have channel your knowledge. Channel your knowledge and occult wisdom or occult abilities came through. Also, us knowing about the future came through. So scrying, automatic writing, is you being able just to channel this information. So a lot of us might be receiving knowledge about our purpose through divination, through these occult abilities. So make sure you are practicing your abilities. Make sure you're practicing your gifts. Make sure that if you feel like, oh, animals are acting different with me, or oh, I'm like able to understand the weather, or oh, being next to a tree, I'm able to hear the tree and the plants. If you feel these things, don't try to psych yourself out. Know that it's very real, and I speak of this a lot. Our gifts are not this grand woo woo, oh my god, we're turning into mutants or some bullshit. No, these gifts are literally our god-given right, are literally what comes online when we connect to Mother Earth, when we connect to our bodies, when we connect to our lineage. These things are already embedded within your DNA. None of this is woo woo. It's just you waking up. It's just you acknowledging it. It's just you becoming aware of it. So, channeling your knowledge. With channeling your knowledge, it's like, don't overthink what you're receiving. This month is not to like overthink. Don't overthink what you're receiving. If you are receiving something, write it down. Put that pen to the paper is what they're saying. Make sure you're writing down the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities you are receiving, because it is a deeper language. This is how spirit, this is how the universe communicates with us. So you're going to become a scientist, and you're going to decode what these things mean for you, because 333 could mean something for me, and it could be something totally different for you. So you have to decode what these frequencies, what these vibrations mean for you in your life. Channel your knowledge. Also, with channel your knowledge, it feels like a lot of more people are going to be into doing things with their hands, doing creative things like painting, drawing, dancing, singing. A lot of that is how we're going to be channeling this energy in some form of creative way, in some form where you're embodying the energy, but whatever you're doing is also like, it's also like pushing out into the collective. It's also beaming out to those around you, to those that you might even just see passing by. It's just like whatever you're doing within yourself, it's helping everyone and everything, you know? But it's most importantly helping you. Also with this card, like I'm seeing a lot of gold and bright light. So light codes are coming online. Whenever I see light codes, I see a brain chip on our third eye, and it connects to a motherboard. I don't know why they present it like that to me, but light codes. And with light codes, this could mean people becoming more aware of frequency, which I mentioned, music and dancing. Those are two big modalities that are helping us transmute and harmonize the energies. But with light codes, it's traveling. For some reason, it's traveling is what I'm seeing with that motherboard. So ancestral dreams, but yes, ancestral dreams. I wouldn't say astral dreams. In the astral dimension, a lot of your dreams could be bringing in specific instructions or specific knowledge that is going to carry you forth and project you into your purpose, into your divine given gifts. Also, with channeling your knowledge, become aware what you're sharing and who you're sharing it with, and if it's just for you, or if it's like a download that you need to sit with and then maybe give it to the collective. But there is some form of concealing, sitting with it, processing it for yourself first, and then maybe if it's a green light from your guides or a green light from your higher self. So before I got really interrupted by my computer that died, we were getting into the fact that they were letting us know that it's important to sit with the information that we're receiving, to digest it, and to understand if it's something that we must share or it's meant for just ourselves. Because the energy of September is carrying this form of energy. It feels like revelations coming through discernment. It's not a month to just like blindly follow appearances or what appears to the eye. It's a month to really sharpen our perception If you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at the cards. It's just how I channel. It's a month to sharpen our perception. It's a month to distinguish the truth from the illusion. It's gonna become clearer and clearer this month. It's kind of like they're telling me there's gonna be something grand and obvious that we can't deny. We can't deny that there is no veil. But yes, so with the channel your knowledge card, this is spirit letting the collective know that it's time for us to trust the wisdom that we're receiving, the wisdom that is moving through us, while the rune adds this sense of an unseen hand of destiny at play here. So a lot of us are going to feel our guides more strongly. A lot of us are going to feel ancestral present more strongly. A lot of us are going to even be able to connect or receive information from our galactic family, because this is the unseen hands at play here. This is higher power at play here, and they're revealing themselves through these practices that we have. And if you don't have, this is your green light to establish something that works for you. And automatic writing, like this card, channel your knowledge, automatic writing is one of the easiest things you could do when you're beginning to awaken your gifts, because it's a lot like journaling. It's a lot like just being open and putting that pen to the paper and allowing whatever wants to flow through you to flow through you. So September is going to bring a lot of hidden truths. September is going to bring a lot of unexpected events and a lot of synchronicities. And that's why I was telling you guys, make sure you have a journal at hand. Make sure, even a little small one, where you could just write down what you see throughout your day as you go about your day. If you go to work, whatever you do, however your life looks like, signs and synchronicities are going to come forth, are going to be revealed to you. So pay attention. This information that is being given to us is deepening our critical thinking. It's making us think. It's making us, I'm going to make a believer out of you. Like, it's going to be so in your face that you cannot deny that spirit and your ancestors are out here repping for you. Also, spiritual judgment and intuitive discernment is being brought up here. I could go on a whole rant about that, but please, because a lot of new awakening energy, or like new people are stepping into their gifts, more people are stepping into being aware of the other side, being open to receiving these things. So as more people are opening themselves, it's really easy to feel like all the information you're receiving, you should be taking it in. And with spiritual discernment, I'm getting this feeling that it's very important that you become aware that first of all, you don't need anyone outside of yourself. You don't need anyone outside of yourself. It's like when someone gives you a tarot reading. All the information that they're giving you, all this information that I'm giving you guys right now, this information is already in your vicinity. It's already in your life. It's already in your frequency. You might not know how to read it, and that's why we go to someone else to be able to read it. But this is spirit telling you, you are able to read it if you want to read it. All you have to do is practice. All you have to do is be open and willing. Yeah, less about new information and more about realizing that the truth is, it's been there all along. It's been with you all along. It just needed to be claimed. It just needed to be channeled. You just needed to be open and allow it and receive it. This month of September is making it very clear that some things are meant to be remained uncertain until the right moment. Answers are ripening in the midst of the confusion that a lot of us might feel or have been feeling or will be feeling. Our collective destiny is very much in motion. The karmic dice are rolling here, baby. This can feel like chance encounters, revelations, fated moments appearing when they least expect. And like I mentioned, the cold wisdom is really gonna resurface this month, or we're gonna see a spurge of people wanting to learn more about their ancestral wisdom or occult wisdom, and I'm here for both of them all the way. If you don't follow me on Threads, I drop a lot of digestible knowledge on Threads, and I drop a lot of in-depth knowledge in my Patreon, and those are for people that want to support me. But yes, so this month, divination, dreams, and spiritual practices will feel stronger or more precise. More people are gonna want to invest time into their spiritual practices, and I encourage you guys to do, because the spirit is literally screaming at us. This is how you're going to receive the wisdom that you need to carry yourself forth and project yourself forth in your future. Discernment and responsibility is really big. It's really big this month. We're being reminded that not all knowledge, with this channel your knowledge card, we're being reminded that not all knowledge should be repeated. Not all downloads are meant to be shared. Like I said, don't just absorb. Really analyze what you are receiving right now, because get good, or what good te va a hacer collecting all this information or writing down all this information if you're not putting it into practice, if you're not looking up what these symbols might mean to you, or sitting with the symbols and understanding what the symbols might mean to you, the signs, the synchronicities, the dreams. What good is it for spirit to give you all the information you need through the language of spirit if you are not taking time to digest it, if you're not taking time to understand it, if you're not taking time to sit with it and comprehend it and let it move through you? What good? There's also like this energy of people might try to copycat. People might try to speak on something that is not for them to speak. People might try to even like take like something that you brought to the forefront, and like they'll like try to invert it or convert it or mix the energy and make it something else, but it was from you. It's kind of like spirit is saying, don't just repeat the noise that the world is feeding you. You have specific wisdom for yourself. You have specific gifts for yourself. You're going to interpret and receive the information totally different than someone else. And even if it could sound the same, or it's around the same theme, the same kind of energy, you're going to channel it differently. A lot of misinformation will be rampant this month. That is just the energy that is being felt, and that's why discernment keeps being brought up. The gift of discernment is important this month. Yeah, ancestral wisdom, forgotten teachings, they're gonna resurface this month. Fated encounters, like I said, relationships, opportunities, moments that feel like they were written. Channel your knowledge, right? We're stepping through this hidden gate, this mystery of initiation. It's not an obstacle. This is breaking us to make us whole. There's this sense of becoming whole, which I don't feel like, you know, we're not worthy because we're not whole, or I don't know. It doesn't feel like the purpose of us is to become whole. The purpose of us is to understand ourselves, to know that we've been whole all along. We just haven't had the eyes to see it that way. Whew. Come on, spirit. And whatever has been like a secret or suppressed, whether it's personally or collective, this month it's demanding acknowledge. It's demanding, I keep hearing all eyes on me. It's demanding that we see it for what it is. September is definitely going to be a month of fate, of revelation, and really channeling with integrity. Really channeling with integrity. We are being asked to sharpen our inner lenses. Step into this role of a seer rather than just following people. And remember, that the mystery around us is not like this fucking wall. It's more like this womb. It's more like this space of opportunity and creativity, and a space that holds the codes we're finally ready to receive this month. All right, Spirit. All right. Since I have a lot of decks I want to go through, I'm just going to go one card for each deck. The next deck is going to be activations. So let's see what's going to be activated within the collective this month. That was fast. Fertility. Fertility is what's going to be activated within this month. So new ideas, new beginnings. The card says, this is card number 27, 7, 8, 9. And this was card number 8, 8, 9. The frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were ever before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. Yes, most definitely. Becoming whole. Becoming a more bigger, a more grander expression of yourself by understanding that you have always had this within you. Something in you is going to click this month. Something in us is going to click this month, collective. This is the deck of activations. So, the color green, the color turquoise, and the color yellow, definitely significant this month. And I'm also hearing purple, which I don't see purple here, but I'm hearing purple. This month is not only about receiving these hidden truths, it's really about us seeding them into creation. This is the vibration of new growth, of creativity, of expansion, like the card says. But it's not just physical fertility, like someone getting pregnant or the land. This is fertility, like I said, ideas, dreams, timelines, collective, timelines. We are bringing a fertile timeline to the forefront by what we are channeling at this moment, by the wisdom and the information that we are receiving now. Okay, Spirit. So plant your seeds with intention, collective. Whatever you are feeding your attention with, it's going to grow this month. Whatever you feed grows always, right? But for some reason, they're bringing that to our focus, that discernment is key, and was very important to pay attention to what we're paying attention to. Also, really releasing any fear or any judgment or any fear of judgment, because right now the universe is really encouraging bold moves with this fertile ground. Really stepping beyond those hesitations, really stepping beyond the four walls that you've created for yourself. The more you play, the more you invite joy into your life, the more open you are, you bring in your creations. You call in this fertile energy. And the more powerful these things could blossom, these ideas, these dreams, these timelines, the more powerful they will be willing to blossom. So these downloads, these visions, these truths that you're receiving, Spirit wants us to actually manifest them into form. Whether it's writing, whether it's art, whether it's some form of project, whether it's some form of ritual, whether it's some conversation or an offering. A lot of us are also stepping into teacher roles, but it just doesn't feel like the month of September. It feels like something long, is something for the future. Stepping into your teacher role. What's been hidden now, it's really seeking expression this month. And the universe is making sure that we know that the universe is actively co-creating with us, sending us these synchronicities as the soil in which our ideas are going to take root. The mysteries revealed to us right now are seeds that we are here to be planting. Your joy, your courage, and your openness is what's going to fertilize the future that you are growing. Wow, Spirit. Wow. We might also see Mother Earth do her thing with this fertile card here. Which is kind of crazy because we're going into fall, so things are gonna like start dying instead of like blossom. But it's really peculiar as to why they're calling forth this energy. Maybe we're really gonna need it in the winter months. Because I heard winter. So maybe we're really gonna need this energy that we've digested in the winter. Okay. I think I want to do one more for the activation. Let's do one more. They said two more. We have root chakra and belief. Okay, hold on. You see, the root chakra came out. Planting those seeds, letting them gather their roots, grow their roots into some fertile ass ground. Oh, and purple came out with this belief card. So it makes sense. I told you guys greens, turquoise, yellows, reds, and purples. Those are the colors for this month. This is Virgo season. This month is not just about the knowledge and the mysteries that we're receiving. This month is really about rooting these motherfuckers, rooting these truths into physical form, fueled by the courage of your belief, of you believing, of you trusting, of you knowing the grand, immense power that you hold within you, the vibration that you hold within you. And not only believe in yourself, but believe in source, believe in your destiny. This month holds the frequency of birthing something tangible from the unseen, and that requires faith. The field is fertile. The soil of September is ready to receive the seeds that you have, but the seeds must be planted deep enough. In other words, you must be grounded in your body, in your daily practices, in this earth connection for these things to sprout. This is about safety, stability, and trust, not only in the spirit world, but in the material world as well, because the root chakra is the material world. It's going to require faith. It's going to require belief. Faith is the water that nourishes the seed. Believing in your gifts, believing in the unseen, believing in your own worth is going to determine what eventually sprouts. The power of the blossom. How powerful is it going to blossom? Okay. September is definitely a month where we need to be rooting our visions into this reality collective. Anchor your motherfucking self with Mother Earth. What you believe in, you will nourish. What you nourish will flourish. Let me say that one again. What you believe in, you will nourish. What you nourish, it's what's going to be what flourishes. No more living in your head. No more living in your dreams. No more thinking, gaslighting yourself. Saying, oh no, I'm probably overreacting. I'm probably being too sensitive. No. These are energies you're feeling. So no more of that. September is really demanding action. It's really demanding grounding. It's really demanding embodiment. Also, we're healing these root wounds. We're healing the root chakra. And the sacral and the solar have been doing stuff these last couple of weeks, for sure, in my reality. But it's not just mine, as Spirit always reminds me. And now the root is being brought up. So this is, like I said, this is about safety. This is about security. This is about survival patterns. This is what's being highlighted. This card is card number 1, and it says the frequency of the root chakra, the red flower of life, stimulates passion and supports our sense of security in this physical plane, both in our bodies as well in the physical world. Any fear of not having enough whether that's money, stability, or support, this month may rise to the surface for you to understand. It's really asking to be healed through trust in yourself, in the universe, in your dreams, but also through your rooted practices. So like I said in the beginning of this video, if you do not have spiritual practices, I would advise for you to get with the program, because doubt is only stunning your growth. Believe is what expands it. Believe is what expands it. Because your faith, since they want to talk plants, your faith is your fertilizer. We are being asked to believe in the unseen even before evidence appears. Even before your dreams, your future starts making sense or starts revealing itself to you, you need to believe in yourself. So much so that there's no other option. Like, the universe is really going to make it happen for you. Oh, and 111 is significant here because we have root chakra number 1, and then we have belief number 11. This month really has strong portal vibes with all these circles. You see how many circles are here? Strong portal vibes. What you declare, what you plant, and back with faith has long-term ripples effect, collective. This month, make sure you spend time grounding yourself, being barefoot daily, and visualize your roots really extending from your root chakra deep into the soil, anchoring your body into safety, anchoring your body to Mother Earth. And also, like I said, dance, move them hips, hip rotations to move that energy out of your body. Grounding exercises, because this is what's going to be activating this fertile energy. I'm gonna drop some affirmations for like belief or like faith in the caption of this reading, so you guys could have them to say them throughout the month. Because affirmations, though they might seem very small and in the beginning might feel like I just keep repeating this, it's not doing nothing, the more you repeat it, the more it really sinks into your mind, and the more you believe it, the more you affirm it, the more you believe it. Okay, so let's see what the water spirits want to reveal for us this month. What are the water spirits? I also did like a Virgo playlist that I dropped on my Patreon, which is like free for members. So if you just sign up for my Patreon, you can enjoy a Virgo playlist. And I usually tell you guys, expert for a message, shuffle 3 times, and listen to what comes up. Since they were in the topic of dancing and music, I wanted to put that in there. Okay, let's see what the water spirits want to communicate to us for the month of September. What is the energy for the month of September? What is the spirit of water want to communicate to us? Holy water, and like literally a portal, literally a gate. And this is card number 18, so another 9. So 818, 111, 999. A veil of protection is covering you and your life. What did I say? The guides are here, very strong, very strong. We must believe, not with our eyes, but with our heart and with our faith. Holy water. Some of us could use some cleansing, some spiritual baths. Water is going to be a very important element this month. I mean, you need to water your seeds to see them sprout, right? A veil of protection is covering you in your life. So this is literally the water spirits reminding us that even while mysteries unfold and new seeds are being planted, we are divinely shielded through the whole process, collective. You don't need to carry fear about stepping into your destiny, about stepping into this portal, about stepping through these gates of fate. You don't need to carry fear. The currents are literally holding you. The sacred waters of the cosmos are literally holding us right now. Very much cleansing tides here. And this is of doubts, of old doubts with this belief card, of survival fears with this root chakra card, and of stagnant energies that need to be washed away with this holy water. Do a limpia, not for just yourself, but your home and your children if you have children, and your pets if you have pets. Do a limpia. The water spirits are emphasizing that right now. That it's time to get rid of the stagnant energy, to let go, to surrender, to flow, and trust what is being cleared out of your life. Because holy water represents blessings, but also consecration. So everything we do this month, words spoken, seeds planted, visions channeled, this can be empowered if we use the water element with them. This could be empowered if we use water with them, whether in ritual prayer or offerings. But water wants to be a conduit for this to move. Because September is really initiating for a lot of us. It's initiating us into a new role. Into this role of being a co-creator. Instead of believing life is happening to us. No, baby. Life is happening for you. And once you understand that you are a co-creator and have belief and faith in your abilities, you begin to see that life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. It's happening for you. Wow. Yeah. Water is really saying it's time to cleanse yourself before stepping forward into this portal. So use those baths. Like I said, rivers are very significant. But even if you can't visit a body of water, just an intentional shower would do it, baby. Just an intentional shower would do it. But you need to be doing something with water to mark this transition. Water is the portal opener for us right now. But also with this water energy, it's really much emotional flow here. Emotional flow. So fertility and growth really require some form of softness from us this month. So don't suppress your emotions. Let them move like tides. Let them move like tides. The water spirits are guiding us to allow this grief, this joy, this longing, this awe, to all really move freely. Allow the energy to move freely through you. That's how the roots get nourished. That's how your roots get nourished. Even when things are hidden and uncertain, holy water is telling us we are wrapped in sacred protection. We are safe to believe and to act collective. The universe is literally supporting this transition for us. Make sure you guys are drinking water. Make sure you're speaking into your water before you drink it. When you walk into the shower, make sure you're taking showers with intention. Whenever you pass a body of water, make sure you acknowledge it. Water is important right now. The water spirits are important, are revealing themselves. The water is protecting us. The water is purifying. The water is preparing us for this blooming of our destiny. September is not just fertile, it's sacredly guarded. Every seed you are planting, every belief you're rooting, every mystery revealed to us is being carried safely on the currents of holy protection right now, collective. Wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. But I need one from my guides. So we're going to pull one from the shamanic medicine, from the ancestors, what the ancestors want to reveal. Shamanic medicine, what do the ancestors want to reveal to us? Trickster. Oh, wow. Trickster energy. Now we understand why they said discernment like 1,050 times. And then offerings. Wow, that's beautiful. Trickster with challenge and offerings with wealth. I mean, for a lot of us, it could be very challenging to believe and have faith in something that you're not able to see. But I want to be clear, because in my beliefs, I don't see trickster energy as just bad energy. Everything has a yin and a yang, and trickster energy is not all bad. It's more about using a discernment that they kept telling us about. It's more about being 10 toes, kind of like being cunning, kind of like learning how to navigate tricky situations, more like with joy, more like with that playful energy. Okay, so these were from the ancestral deck, so the shamanic medicine deck. So this is what the ancestors want to communicate, and they're making us very aware that for the month of September there is some kind of illusion here. There is some kind of illusion here. There is some kind of, could be some form of distraction, could be some form of misdirection, because the trickster spirit is not inherently negative. It's medicine. It's medicine we need, right? It really shakes us out of complacency. It really forces us to look beyond what appears to be and really teaches us discernment. So that's a big word for this month. Discernment is the word for this month, collective. Not everything is as it seems, like we said in the beginning, and they're reiterating this. Be wary of any quick promises, of any like shortcuts, or like anything that's like a shiny distraction. Remember, not everything that glitters is made out of gold. Okay, my throat is itchy, so someone could be like trying to sweet talk you or trying to convince you with their words, distract you with their words, like they're saying one thing but really doing something else. So really pay attention to what they're doing, not just what they're saying, right? But still very much itches. Excuse me. This trickster energy really exposes where we've been naive, where we've been careless, where we've been giving our energy to what doesn't really serve us. Okay, so this trickster energy is really clearing our path by making us aware of those disillusions, right? By making us aware of those deceptions, those that we've either done to ourselves or outside of ourselves. But it's really making us see with eyes of discernment here. This is a shadow work. This is shadow work. This is you understanding where you have been tricking yourself. Where do you tell yourself this story that keeps you small or unsafe, right? This is what this trickster energy is revealing to us. This is what our ancestors are revealing to us. And then with the card of offerings here, and it's the card of offerings, the card of wealth. It's raining, it's pouring, or what feels like rain. Again, the water symbolism, right? This is very much in contrast to that trickster energy. This is the ancestors reminding us that true wealth flows through gratitude, flows through reciprocity, flows through sacred exchange, right? Offerings are the bridge between human and spirit. When you leave an offering at your altar, that's you communing to your spirits, that you are giving them an energy exchange, that they are able to sustain themselves with what you are providing, right? This is the bridge between survival and abundance. When you give, you receive. That is a law, right? So for September, make this a month where you are intentionally offering to your ancestors, to the earth, to the collective, to your own body, to the water. Make this a month with everything you do it with intentionality. You do it with intention behind it. And see that everything you do is really an offering, right? What are you offering? If your actions are offering, what are these offerings telling the universe? What are these offerings telling your subconscious? What are these offerings bringing forth for you, right? With this offering card, there's also the sense of wealth being activated for us. And that could be very different for all of us. Wealth doesn't always have to be money. Actually, money, it's one of the lowest frequencies just because it's paper. It's actually really easy for us to obtain it once we attune ourselves to that frequency, but we have distorted its reality of it. Another rant for another video, right? So wealth is not only money. As we see here, it's food, it's substance. They have fire, they have smoke, they have water, they have fruit, they have vegetables, they have corn. Corn, very much important symbolism for wealth this month. Wealth is basically our vitality. It's basically our relationships. It's basically our opportunities. It's the fruits of your labor, of your love, of what you put your energy into. So the ancestors here are basically promising us that when we honor, when you honor them and honor the flow of giving, your harvest will increase. So giving and receiving is very important this month, but also gratitude is very important this month. Being grateful for what you already have, already seeing the wealth in the things that you already possess, because baby, you are beyond wealthy. You are beyond wealthy, beyond your imagination, beyond what we could comprehend. We are wealthy beyond our needs. It's just about tapping into that frequency. And of course, tapping into that frequency means, doing your shadow work and getting rid of those limited beliefs that we have, right? So again, do everything with intention. Sit with your food. When you're drinking, do it with intention. Bring more flowers into your home. When you burn your incense, do it with intention. Do everything with intention as an offering. What you lay down in reverence right now, you are amplifying in your life. So very much discernment as well here. Discernment as well. Don't fall into false promises or this trickster energy that is appearing here from the material world. The phrase, everything that glitters is in gold, is coming up, and it's very much making me believe like it has something to do with actual money and monetary wealth, that it might seem good, it might seem like your prayers are being answered, but in the long run it's not really what it seems, right? Real abundance comes from aligned choices, not these quick fixes. Not these get rich quick pyramid schemes. That's not going to bring you the abundance that you want, especially not in the long run. And there has to be some form of reciprocity. The universe, your ancestors, Mother Earth can't just keep giving, and us just taking and not giving anything in return. Your ancestors are asking for offerings this month. So make sure you continue to keep the flow of energy going. Continue to change your offerings, making sure your altar is clean, making sure they have new fresh water every day, making sure they have the food that they need, the incense that they need, the candles that they need, whatever relationship you've built with your ancestors and their needs. Make sure you're keeping up with it this month, because that's really also gonna help open the doors for these things to blossom for you, because you have a partnership with your ancestors, right? It's a relationship, and you build a relationship off of trust, off of commitment, off of making sure they have their needs met. So this is a partnership. The more you give in love, the more channels of blessings open for you. This trickster energy is also protection. This trickster energy is also protection, and it always reminds me of coyote energy. Sometimes challenges are blocks meant to redirect us. Let me reiterate that. Sometimes challenges are blocks meant to redirect us from a loss into a gain. You might see it as the universe giving you a no, but the universe is not giving you a no. The universe is redirecting you. The universe is detouring you, sending you a different route, because the way you were going might have had accidents, might have had a bumpy road, might have popped your tire, might have messed up your engine, right? And now the universe is detouring you to this other timeline where things could be more easier, where things could flow more better. Challenges are not the universe saying no. It's up to us to see them in a different light. You will have the option either to crumble under a challenge or to make that challenge your bitch and be like, I'm gonna make it happen. So I got interrupted while I was making this video, and I do not want to just continue with the energy and pull cards, because I was really in sync with the energy before, and I just don't want to do that. So I'm just gonna end this video here. I hope the message was what you guys needed. I hope the month of September fills you guys up with this energy of gratitude, of knowing that being in like a limbo kind of space has a lot of medicine for us, and just knowing that you don't have to overgive or overextend yourself. So thank you for joining me for this video. I hope it resonates. I hope September treats you guys beautifully, and thank you for being part of my collective. I love you guys. Have a great September.